Right, it's a 1938 Wolseley 12 horsepower, but it's got another letter number after it or something. I can't remember what it is. The 1248 Series III.
Cost price £256.
Yes, there you go.
Wolseley.
They were an independent brand. I think they started one of the very early cars in the 1890s, I think.
Oh wow! Okay.
When they first started, I believe, and then they merged with Morris cars. I think it's a Morris engine. Whether they were originally stamped different, I don't know. But that was before Austin got involved with them. So I think it was Wolseley and Morris first.
Okay.
And then Austin got involved, and they would then later became BMC, British Motor Corporation. I think that's the way it goes, anyway. So coming for brakes pulling to the left, running horrendously, and just a general health check, really.
Okay.
First sort of oldish car that Jez has bought. Strip the brakes out. They all been changed. They're all new, so probably just out of adjustment, but everything looks all okay in there. Checked all the lights through. All the lights are working now. We've done that. Right, engine wise, couldn't get it running on number 2 cylinder. It wouldn't, I mean, plenty of spark there, it's all working, but just wouldn't run. So I tightened up the inlet manifold, which is sometimes a cause, and number 1 stopped working as well.
Okay.
So it ran perfectly on 3 and 4, but so then chance of being stuck valves. So backed off all the tappets, so you've got plenty of play there, so the valves can't stick. Still not running right. Put fluid down the chambers, down the ports, to see if the valves were holding fluid, which they were. So it's not valve. It's got 130 psi compression across the board, which is bang on. So I then took the manifold off, in case we had to take the head off, thinking it possibly could be head gasket, even though the compressions were good, and basically the manifold fell apart. Those 2 here inlet ports. There's one bit that lives on there, and that one you can see cracked there, all the way through there. There you go.
Oh yeah.
See? So all of this marking here, see that light edge there?
Yep.
That's fresh, just snapped cast.
Yeah.
So that's the only bit of that was holding that together.
Blimey.
All of that dark is where it's sucking air in or leaking fuel out.
Okay.
So it's never going to run. And that was on the back, was actually running okay. It was the front that wasn't running okay, but that one, when I took it off, literally just fell off. So that's that one. So hopefully we've found one on eBay. I can't see, they did a 10 horsepower and a 12 horsepower engine. I don't think the engines were different sizes. It would only be stroke or bore that they would change, I could imagine. So, but the new one we got, they just come down in an arc like that. Hasn't got those 2 ends on it, which won't make the slightest bit of difference. And possibly that exhaust port in the middle is a little bit smaller looking at the pictures, but it's very hard to tell by pictures. But we can open that out with a Dremel or whatever needs doing, you know?
Yeah.
But as long as the overall dimensions are the same, we should be able to get away with it, I think. So that bolts on the side of the engine like that, and the carburettor is what you call a downdraft. It sits like that instead of side draft.
Yeah.
It's a downdraft, DA3 I think they are. Yeah, DA3, which is quite a quirky thing.
Yeah.
Don't often see them like that. So that's your hand throttle, that's your choke. Yeah, but very basic carbs, but they work well. It's got a water leak somewhere on this front edge. So today I'll take all of this out and try and find out where it's leaking from.
Yeah.
Rocker box cover gasket's leaking like a pig. Got to try and source a gasket set. Robin's joined a few forums and bits and pieces to see if we can find the bits we need. But overall, it's a very nice little car.
Have you worked on a Wolseley before?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, not of this era, but I've done plenty of them, yeah, in the 60s ones, yeah. Yeah, it's all your usual 1930s features. We've got some nice little bits on it though. So 4-speed box, steering wheel, they're your indicators. So you look on the side of the car there. They're called trafficators. That's your indicators, and they're timed so they release themselves. So if you put it on, look, maybe it isn't timed. They should click back. That's it. Horns, that little square button there. Choke, which all works well. I was trying to pull the hand throttle. Yeah, it doesn't work because you turn it.
Oh, okay.
And that winds the hand throttle cable out. So you set it by click.
Ah, okay.
It's got fog lamps on the front. Yellow fog lamp. Light switch, starter button, ignition key. It's got all round self built-in lubrication to the suspension and its own jacking system.
Come across that before, haven't we?
Which doesn't work at the moment. That's it there, look. So you literally put that handle on there and you jack that, and it should jack the car up on the they're bolted to the front and rear axles, but it doesn't work at the moment. Wind out windscreen,
Yep.
bit of aircon.
Bit like the Austin, wasn't it? Now they wind out windscreen.
Yeah. Sunroof is original, but I don't want to touch it because it's been sealed up round the back. That's that. That handle there, I won't yank it. You do that with it, and that pulls a blind up over the back screen. See the string going round? Goes down to either side of that blind in the back.
Oh, right.
And lifts that up, rolls it up. Cargo net in there, put your sandwiches in. Ashtrays in there. Yeah, but all in all, it should all clean up really nice. Yeah, it's had a new headline at some point, but that's fine. Got all the bits there, the starting handle, the jack handle. There's a special thing in the back. It's your hubcap removal tool, your wheel brace and your hubcap removal, because they've got big screws in the middle of them. And that's what holds them on, so that's your tool for taking them off. That fits in the back where the spare wheel is, which is another quirky thing, I'll show you. Right, that's your spare wheel down in there, look. That's your handle, that's where that hubcap remover clips in. Into there, yeah?
Okay.
And this is where your number plate goes. I've got some new lenses for these I can let him have somewhere, I think. But that goes up. Cantilevers into there like that. So we need to lower that bumper a bit. That locks your spare wheel away. Mad, isn't it?
That's great, isn't it?
Yeah. Silly, isn't it? So yeah, Robin's done the brakes. He went through them yesterday. It's got an oil leak which is coming out of the oil filter by the looks of it, but we've got to see if we can find one. It's only a little tiny canister filter down there. That'll just be a bit of felt or something like that. You might be even be able to take it out and wash it out, I don't know yet. All the charging system seems to work. Horrible fuel pump on it that clangs away like a loony. So try and quieten that down a little bit, I think. Mayday, Horsham Historics Mayday Rally 1991. 10 cigarettes. It's mad, isn't it? They're obviously older ones, I would have thought, looking like that. On one of these you have what you call normal lights and then dip beam. That headlamp goes out.
Yep.
And that one goes like that. So that one goes out and that one goes donk. I'll show you. And then you've got side lamps. Headlamps. Is that one gone out? Yeah. Wolseley badge lights up. So that's now on dip beam.
Okay.
As we drive on the left hand side of the road,
Yeah.
so that headlamp will be facing the oncoming traffic.
Yeah.
So when you're on high beat, dip beam, it turns that one off
Yeah.
and lowers that one. So if you watch when I click it over, that one will flick up a little bit and that one will come on.
Yeah, you can see that.
That's the overview of it, really.
Very nice.